reject it. I don't expect everyone to respect it. I don't expect you to get my perspective, but what you expect from a therapy session? Ah!
Hi, I'm Keilani, and welcome back to Delightfully Dysfunctional and this Therapist Reacts video for NF's therapy session. This has been maybe the most highly requested video reaction that we've done, and it did not disappoint. This was our third video reaction of the day, and so I feel like my emotions were a little bit frayed. Like every time I paused, I had to okay, we're going back in. Because like always, like NF keeps it real. This song just brought up a lot of like the criticism that he's experienced and kind of his message that he's wanting to give about how healing creating this music is for him, and that being the main purpose, and in helping people who don't have the right words for their lived experience to feel connected. I love actually sad and depressing songs, and so much of that is because then you feel less alone in your own experience. What's interesting is that as I continue to grow and transform and heal myself, it's allowing greater healing for the clients that I work with. I don't think that as a therapist, I can help people past the point of my own healing. I'm starting to really love happy music. It's diverged from the things that maybe were more gloomy in nature. I still understand and fully embrace the importance of having someone who has a voice to speak to emotions that maybe you hadn't fully identified. That's powerful. So thank you, NF. And thank you for joining us on this NF journey. Please like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to click the notifications bell. Here we go.
Yeah, I got upstate like a month ago. I was talking to fans and one of them pulled me aside and said we never met, but I swear that you know who I am. I've been through a lot. I don't know how to express it to people. Don't think that I can, but I got that mansion CD on rotation that's real for me, Nate. You do not understand. It's crazy for me. Kids hit me up, say they slitting they wrists on the daily. This music is more than you think. Don't book me for just entertainment. It's entertaining. Hearing these parents, they telling their kids my music is violent. You gotta be kidding me. I guess that your definition of violence in mine is something that we look at differently. How do you picture me? Want me to smile? You want me to laugh? You want me to walk in the stage with a smile on my face when I'm mad and put on a mask? For real though, I mean, what you expect from me? I'm trying to do this respectfully. They say that life is a race. I knew my problems would probably catch up eventually. I do my best to be.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So much like music that connects us, especially in the hard, muddy, like rock bottom of life. It can feel so connecting to know that we're not alone in that. At the same time, we shouldn't aspire to stay there, but I do have concerns with parents saying like not to listen to that music or just be happy or listen to happy music, because music like what NF creates is also like a calling card of saying like, you're not alone. You're not alone. It doesn't always have to feel that way, but let me describe to you in words that you might not be able to find on your own, in your own pain, so that you can resonate with my truth as well, because it can feel so isolating. I actually forgot to mention this in a previous video, but it was one where it was in the intro 3 video, and he talked about feeling suicidal at 9, and as an elementary school counselor, sadly there was even a kindergartner and a 3rd grader, were the youngest, who expressed thoughts of suicide and wanting to harm themselves. And I recall this little 3rd grade girl crying in my office and telling me, my parents don't care about me, they only look at their phones. We have to be really careful, because yes, he is so frequently talking about physical abuse that he's experienced, but emotional neglect, we don't define that very well. And emotional neglect can look like this. Yeah, what? What do you want? And not paying attention. Because what a child wants when they walk in the room is for a parent to say, "Hi, sweetie, how are you?" Not this. What do you need? And I don't know, something about the white masks and like the drawing on the happy face kind of like brought that to me. Like there's so much that is putting on a mask and we're pretending and like, here, let me like strip away all the necessary ingredients of a healthy attachment that a child needs. But be happy. Listen to happy music. You're the one making yourself sad by listening to all that NF. It's him. And there's no the parents have their blinders on. If you're not present, you're not properly parenting. And I've had to learn that too. Like, so much of my business is run on my phone. And it's hard. And it's addictive. Our phone is meant to be addictive. So I'm totally going off on a tangent. But I feel like we, rank or misunderstand what constitutes trauma or what constitutes a lack of necessary ingredients for a child to develop properly. And being ignored, being, not having a parent who's interested or present or a parent who's overly stressed. These are all things that also contribute to a child feeling lonely and like having self-esteem issues. And I know that that's a tall order as a parent then. I get it. And I'm not saying I'm doing it perfectly. I really am not. But I'm really trying to shift. I'm really trying to be intentional. I'm really trying to apologize when I don't get it right. I know I'm going on a tangent from the specifics of what this music video is saying, but maybe yes, maybe no. I think that we need to understand what creates a sense of isolation. It's more than just, my kid is fed and I don't hit them. It's way more than that.
I do my best to be calm. How you gon' write me and tell me you slaughter my family? That's just a glimpse of the stuff that gets said to me. These are the parts of my life that I'll never see. Woo! I am aware it's aggressive. I am not here for acceptance. I don't know what you expected, but what you expect when you walk in a therapy session. Therapy session.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, his music is his therapy session. So, I'm not here to, I said this in the last one, I'm not here to, serve you up your favorite meal, the tastiest, sweetest delight. I'm here to, do this gut-wrenching work and put it out there into the world. This is where I'm doing my deep healing, where I'm doing my shadow work, where I'm doing exploring that depth of pain. And there is such beauty in that. It's really funny. I just got this visual of flowers grow from shit. Flowers grow out of piles of shit. There's beauty in that. That is still healing. There's still connection in what he's providing. And it's unfortunate that, as he's saying, parents or people or critics or whatnot don't understand that. But we understand that. We get it.
This girl at the show looked me in the face and told me her life's full of drama. Said her dad is abusive, apparently he likes to beat on her mama. I got so angry inside, I wanted to tell her to give me his number. But what you gon' do with it, right? You gon' hit them up, then they'll start hitting her harder, that's real. These kids, they come to my shows with tears in their eyes. Imagine someone looking at you and saying your music's the reason that they're alive. Sometimes I don't know how to handle it. This type of life isn't glamorous. This ain't an act for the cameras. You see me walk on these stages, but have no idea what I'm dealing with after it. I put it all in the open. This is the way that I cope with all my emotion. I'm taking pictures with thousands of people, but honestly, I feel like nobody knows me. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. How you gon' tell me my music does not have a message when I'm looking out at this crowd full of people I know are affected?
Wow. Yeah, here he's I'm being so open and vulnerable. I'm filleting myself out there. I know that it's making a difference, but then you're gonna tell me that? But also this is like speaking to a message that I was providing in intro too. Like what a gift that he has to be able to put this into words, but we need a layer of healing and softness too. And I'm not saying his music has to be soft. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for NF the person whom I've come to love and care about, NF the person needs a way to give himself some soothing. And maybe that comes later in the song, but there's so much like a feeling of resistance or just not knowing what that path is to care for himself, which when you grew up in a home that didn't care for you, how do you know? If all your examples were just of pain or of like just working hard, if your coping mechanisms you developed to survive in an unsafe situation was to disassociate or to just hustle, to achieve, how do you give yourself permission to be kind to yourself instead of saying that you've just got to do it? You've just got to work harder. How do you give yourself permission to slow down? It's powerful work. Okay, I have to like take a breather. Like all the songs we've done today have been so intense. I'm like, okay.
I got some things in my life I know I should let them go. Let me jot it down. Let me take a mental note. I'll put it all on this microphone. Think about that for a minute. What is the point of this song just written? But what you expect from a therapy session? Therapy session. Therapy session. What you think about me? That doesn't worry me. I know I handle some things immaturely. I know that I need to grow in maturity. I ain't gonna walk on these stages in front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of a perfect me. Woo! I ain't the type to be quiet. I ain't gonna sit here in silence if I wouldn't say what I say to your face. And I promise you I wouldn't say it in private. I am not lying. People go off on my page and I'm trying to quit the replying, but this is ridiculous. I'm passionate, man. I really mean what I'm writing. Yeah, to keep it 100. Okay, I'll keep it 100. I see a whole lot of talking on socials, but honestly, I don't see nothing in public. I kinda love it, yeah. Why don't you write us some happy raps? That would be awesome. All of your music is moody and dark, nay. Don't get me started. You wanna know what it's like if you met me in person? Listen to my verses. This music is not just for people who sit in the pews and pray at the churches. Nah, I've been rejected. I don't expect everyone to respect it. I don't expect you to get my perspective, but what you expect from a therapy session.
Okay, I also really just like thematically with this song, I really love the like like it's so it's like animalistic. It's like getting that rage out. It's not just rage. It's like, I don't care if you misunderstand me. I don't know. I'm laughing because it feels like uncomfortable for me to do it here in this space, but like I love it coming from him. There's something powerful about those moments in the song for me. It's something, yeah, just a core thing. And yeah, I don't need everyone to respect it. I don't need to have everyone's perspective. Like there's so many people, like we just sit on these stools of either like superiority or inferiority. And the people out there who are being critics and being superior love to think, let me like type up my criticisms. Like I am so much higher and more superior and need to like inform NF of all the things that he's doing wrong from my perspective, which must be so much more holy and correct and right, and surely he'll listen and then make changes because he's been so wrong. Like this is like the perspective that the internet world has provided because of anonymity, and aren't things that someone would say to someone's face. Like when you see someone in someone's face, you see their humanity. And so much of that superiority complex is coming also out of a place of fear. It's not coming out of a place of love or acceptance. It's not coming out of a place of balance. We're never going to be for everyone. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I like that he knows that he's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But there's also a pain in some of what he's saying. Maybe because just hearing criticism, I don't know if like I've gotten a lot better at it, but I don't know if there's ever a time when it's like completely neutrally doesn't like affect you. And so the bigger your platform is, the like bigger that he's grown, clearly the more criticism he's gotten too. And that feeling of rejection, like he said, I've been rejected. I don't expect everyone to respect it, but if that core hurt of being rejected is a part of your childhood trauma, then those things are going to sting more too. So here it's like I'm trying to rip my guts out and put it into these verses, and I'm working so hard, and I can see the way that it's making a connection for people, and that's powerful, and that's my fuel. And then it's like someone just like pours gasoline and like acid, like these harsh criticisms, these snap judgments, these just unnecessary opinions. Like guess what? There are some opinions that don't need to be shared. There are some opinions that your opinion just might not matter. And it can cause harm. So like, what if we practiced do no harm? What if we literally like tried that? Like, what would life be like if we were practicing to do no harm? That's some of what I'm getting from this too, because he keeps saying in it like it doesn't matter that you think that. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but like then you feel the anger in the song. And when we have anger, it's like an iceberg. 10% is visible above the surface, and then 90% is underneath. Underneath is I feel rejected. I feel misunderstood. My effort is for what? And that is an energy in this song as well. Okay, breathing through it. Here we go.
I mean, I think sometimes people, they confuse what I'm doing. I write about life. I write about things that I'm actually dealing with. Something that I'm actually experiencing. This is real for me. Like, this is something that personally helps me as well. I'm not confused about who gave me the gift. God gave me the gift, and he gave me the ability to do this, and he also gave me this as an outlet. And that's what music is for me. When I feel something, whether it's anger, it's a passion about something, a frustration, like, this is where I go. That's the whole NF real music thing, man. This is real for me. I need this. This is a therapy for me.
Yeah, it must be painful for the thing that you view as therapy, and therapy should be a safe space to feel so unsafe at the same time. That's one form of therapy. There are many. I think we need to be careful with what we put out there into the world and what we put out there in our anonymity online. There are real people on the other end. I am a real person. James is a real person. We have hearts and we have feelings. We have our sensitive areas, and maybe it's like, well, then don't put it online. Well, what if what I'm doing is also making a difference? And I'm not NF, so I'm not like comparing it in that way, but I'm just trying to bring like the message of realness back home to my heart. You know, for him, if his experiences have been about that pain, it is such a gift for people to hear that who've never been able to find words for it. I know so many of you who have commented have said how his music has been like therapy for you. Step one is just to identify what you're feeling. And his music helps that, helps guide that. For so many who have felt unsafe, it is so important to feel seen and to have someone who has a message or who's just there to listen and to let you know I see you. And that's what his music does. Thank you for transmuting your pain into such potent messages for us. Thank you for sharing your gift, even when it's been hard and you've been criticized. Thank you, NF, for continuing to be vulnerable and brave and courageous. Thank you. And thank you for feeling along with me as I do these reactions. Please like, share, comment, and continue joining us. And if you are on the seeker's path to finding a practitioner to help you heal, I do have a wait list, and I have some new offerings that will be coming around the corner here. So you can go to my website, coachkeilani.com. You can find me on Instagram, Keilani_evolve, and there's a link in the YouTube description where you can find me. Delightful humans, I hope you have a delightful day, and we'll see you in the next one.